Hi guys. Well, I'm here to do another video. Now there's something that's been really bothering me and I think I need to express it to everyone. Now it's about me being disassociated as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, next month, which will be July of year 2014, it will be 2 years since I wrote my letter and sent it to the Watchtower and Bible and Tract Society. Of course, we all know I've been gone for 10 years from the religion, but I haven't disassociated myself for only 2 years. Now, I did write probably more than 5 reasons that I sent to the organization why I disassociated myself. But I need everyone to know and realize that all the reasons that I sent to the Watchtower and Bible and Tract Society of New York, those were not any of the reasons why I did it. Now, I just want to bring a point. The points and the reasons why I sent to the organization, those were good points, but not the main reason. So I'm going to express to everyone what prompted me to leave and disassociate myself. Now, this might be a little bit of a long story, so bear with me, because there has to be a story to this. Something prompted me to do this. Now, I'm sure many of you know that I openly told my mom back in year 2004 that I no longer want to be Jehovah's Witness. And of course, surprisingly, I wasn't disfellowshipped. But of course, I still left the religion. Now, years after I left the religion, I started, like any other ex-Jehovah's Witness, I started doing research in the religion. And of course, I Googled and I asked the questions, did Jehovah's Witnesses ever celebrate Christmas, or holidays, or birthdays, or if Jesus was ever hung on a cross? And so, of course, shockingly, I found out that they used to celebrate holidays and Christmas, and that the Watchtower and Bible and Tract Society, or we call the Bethel Factory, used to have a big, huge Christmas celebration. They used to celebrate birthdays. They used to believe in the United Nations. They believed in blood transfusion. They believed that Jesus was hung on a cross. It went on. So, of course, I had to go look in more research in the religion. And, of course, long story short, I started telling my mom a lot of these things. And a lot of it, she just ignored it. But, like, one big thing that she herself was shocked, that the religion used to believe that 1914 wasn't always the sign of the end coming, or when Jesus became king to here destroy the earth and Armageddon, that they used to believe that more than 50 years, that in 1874, not 1874, used to be the sign of the end. Of course, I found watchtowers and awakes and many publications to back my stories up. Now, this is not my point of my story yet, of my confession. So, of course, finally, at one point or another, my mom finally got tired of me looking into all the research and asking her all these questions. So finally, about year 2006, year 2007, my mom finally said, "Victor, I'm done. I don't want to hear anymore. I don't care anymore. Please just leave the religion alone." I, of course, wouldn't leave the religion alone. Now, I finally told my mom, and actually I stopped asking her any questions. I just did the research. I went on Facebook. I did whatever. Googled it. Of course, she, as a nosy person, she read my comments, and she, of course, could not handle that and kept telling, "Please, as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, we don't talk bad about you. So because we don't talk bad about your lifestyles, leave our religion alone." Now, I'm not going to go into that long detail about that story. I, of course, rolled my eyes and looked at her and said, "Whatever. Do I look stupid? Your religion sits there even to this day, and it will go on. It's getting worse, actually, talking about people who are gay and people who are disfellowshipped and are apostates and people who are mentally diseased. All you ex-Jehovah's Witnesses know exactly what I'm talking about. And so, finally, of course, in year 2010, my mom finally told me, if you don't stop, I'm going to shun you. I, of course, looked at her and said, whatever. I was in the mid to late 20s then. Actually, in the early 30s. And so I, of course, wouldn't stop. So finally she said, that's it, Victor. I'm not going to do it because you're gay or whatever. I'm shunning you because you will not leave the religion alone. So, of course, I didn't care then. And so finally, she shunned me. And, of course, in that exact same year, 2010, I also found my church, the one I go to now, Community Church of Hope. And right before she shunned me, she did ask all those typical questions. Well, does your religion believe that they're the only true religion? And do they celebrate holidays? Don't you understand that you can't serve Jehovah when celebrating holidays? And you can't be gay and go accepting God and Jesus? Whatever. Sorry, that's my phone beeping. And so, finally, my mom started asking me, and she asked me over and over and over. Now, this is all before year 2010 came along. She started asking me that she really felt because you will not leave the religion alone, that you need to disassociate herself, or dissociate myself. And, of course, I continuously told her, there's no purpose of that. It's not going to make me happy. It's not going to make me sad. It's whatever. So I wouldn't do it. It's completely pointless. She didn't like that. She kept asking me, Victor, you're talking so bad about the truth. Disassociate yourself. And again, I continued to say, there's no point to this. Finally, in the year 2012, this was almost 2 years after she shunned me for talking bad about the truth, I finally got on Facebook, and there was a man on Facebook, which I'm pretty sure he's an ex-Jehovah's Witness, or he's very affiliated with this ex-Jehovah's Witness group. His name is, and I don't know if I can say his name properly, so don't get offended if I say it wrong. His name is Goran Waldeck. Goran Waldeck. And he's actually from Switzerland. Of course, I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. Been there all my life, same thing as my mom. So he lives in another country. Long story short, he Facebooked me and asked me, is your mom Tina? So of course I rolled my eyes and said yes. A couple days later, he asked me, is your mom a JW? Of course we call that Jehovah's Witnesses. And I again, of course, said yes, unfortunately she is. A couple days later, he then said, well, your mom just recently requested, or actually became Facebook friends, and we're not just Facebook friends, we're mutual friends. So I'm thinking, what in the heck? I know she's never been to Switzerland. I have way more money currently per hour than she does, and I and Jeremy would never have the money to go to Switzerland. That's not like going from here to Tucson, Arizona, or Flagstaff. That's over the ocean. So I'm thinking, what the heck? So I right away went on Facebook, his Facebook, and there she was on the mutual Facebook friend. So I'm thinking, what in the heck? So now I'm going to read something. I've had this ever since. Hold on, I'm going to find it. Now, I have the date, the time, and the comment. Now, the first message from Facebook, which is from Goran Waldeck. This was on July the 21st. This is the day after my birthday of year 2012, and this happened at exactly 6:04 a.m. in the morning. Now, I started off in the conversation. I said, good morning. It was 113 degrees yesterday in Phoenix, Arizona, and I see that Tina, bleep, recently became your new mutual friend. I kind of don't understand why, as she's born and raised as one a Jehovah's Witness, and her husband is an elder. It's very odd. Now, a couple days later, It was in on July the 25th, year 2012, at 11:57 p.m. And Goran said, "She was a sweet name. I don't know much about her yet, but I have a few JWs, which are Jehovah's Witnesses, on my list. At least one of them have left the organization while being on my list, and I care for Jehovah's Witnesses, as I am working with the JW history. Maybe the JWs will find, and in quotations, another knowledge from what they learned from the JW Watchtower Bible and Tract Society Mind Control, ... Right now I am busy in the midst of the summer, but when it will be more quiet, I will edit the JW history in full. I have edited 45 parts of the already on my Facebook, plus the history of the SDA Adventism, also a destructive cult." Then he put in parentheses, "God bless you, my brother." Now, a couple days later, it was now August the 4th, year 2012, at 11:22 p.m. I said back to him, "Well, I hope she's thinking about leaving the organization, because she deleted more than 40 Facebook members last month. Her and I fight for years because I question their faith." So, after that last message on Facebook, I thought to myself and thinking, why would my mom, someone who was born and raised in the truth, quote unquote, would she have a mutual friend who's obviously an ex-Jehovah's Witness, especially from another country? So I thought about it, and I thought, maybe this is a reason why I should disassociate myself. I've known people in the past who were really strong in the truth, quote unquote, and years later they would leave. So I thought, maybe I should disassociate myself, either send it to the Bethany Congregation Elders or to the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society, and when it becomes well known and they make the announcement, disassociated, she'll come to me, or I come back to her, because I know my mom knew, and I know this, I'm a big mouth on Facebook, and if I see some drama, I'm going to post it all over. I'm going to spread it all over Facebook. So I knew that even if she was trying to leave, but she didn't know how to handle it yet, she would not come to me, because, I would tell the whole world, and all her Jehovah's Witness relatives, or our relatives, it would not go good. So, finally, on July the 10th, we're now in June the 21st of year 2014, so on July the 10th of year 2012, I finally wrote my letter. It was like 4 pages, and I did give a lot of good reasons, but I never told them the reasons of my mom. I gave some good scriptures, and their letter was really good and professional, but I never told them the real reason why I disassociated myself. So I just want you all to understand that what prompted me, or what wanted me to disassociate myself, is because what I saw on my mom's Facebook message. Now, you might ask, well, is your mom still friends with Goran? Of course not. Not long after this whole ordeal with me being disassociated and everything, they were no longer Facebook friends anymore. So now, this is my theory. This is only my theory. There's no proof of any of this. Either A, my mom was a little slow and she didn't realize that he was an ex-Jehovah's Witness, or he's affiliated with an ex-Jehovah's Witness group, or B, she set this whole thing up to go a downfall on me and disassociated myself. Either or, I'm not mad. I am hurt, and I'm tired of the whole religion and everything, but I don't regret it for disassociating myself. But I just want people to know that though I gave some good points, that I sent to the Watchtower and Bible and Tract Society, I really want you all to know that the main reason was because of what happened with my mom and what she did on Facebook. Now, I just want to make a clear point, and this is going to be over soon, in this video. I've heard it. All the Jehovah's Witnesses hear it constantly. They have public talks. They do it on theocratic ministry schools. They go on their Watchtower and the Wake magazines, their favorite magazines in the whole wide world. Dangers of social media and Facebook and Twitter and MySpace, and be very cautious. So I guarantee you this. She made a very bad choice. So I'm not here to be bitter and my mom to get in trouble, because I know if the elders ever found out about this, and I don't think they would be really happy. I know I gave some very clear facts, so if my mom was going to read this video, she can't go by saying that's hearsay. I have the comments between me and Goran. So I just want everyone to know, I think I'm going to feel much better now, so everyone who reads this or listens to my video, you'll all now understand why I disassociated as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. And I will tell you this, if this whole thing with my mom being Facebook friends with this person and the things that was going on over the years, I probably, even to this day, year 2014, I probably wouldn't disassociate myself. Okay, I'm sure you all know that the person I'm in love with now, he's an ex-Jehovah's Witness, and he's disfellowshipped, been disfellowshipped for, actually next year will be 20 years, so it's been 19 years now. So, I feel better now. Now, it all came out. Okay, talk to you later.